Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at, from what I think is now Wave 4, the Transformers Cyberverse one-step changers, the action attackers. They're all part of that action attacker line. This is Wheeljack and Hot Rod. Now, Hot Rod, we've gotten a Warrior class figure, but this is Wheeljack's first appearance in the line. I think these are really cool figures. They are starting to show up on sites such as Entertainment Earth, but in a case assortment. Some people do have them on eBay for prices that I think are a little too high in my opinion. I was able to get these from my good friend Ryan, owner of Cybertron.com. Hopefully a lot of you are watching this video on that site. One of the oldest Transformer sites, I do believe, right now. But that's where they are coming out to regular brick and mortar retail. So we'll just get into the review, and we'll take a look at Hot Rod first. Hot Rod is I would say a more stylized version of the Warrior class stylized version of the old G1 stylized version of the Mode Zero car. The front end is a little more pronounced. That's one big difference. Also, you don't have the yellow fins here that you would, but it is a really nice car. And I'll be honest, I think I like this version of the character more than the Warrior class figure. So to transform, it actually works with the thigh swivel one-step technique. So you just want to grab the rear of the car here, rotate it around just like so. Everything will open up and spin out. You can then bend the arms forward, and like all the other action attacker one-step figures, it does have a little weapon gimmick where you can fold out this saw blade, and it spins quite nicely, as you just saw. Really impressed by that. I know that with some of the first weapon action attacker one-step changers, there was a little more of a spring-loaded gimmick, but in this regard, I can see that it was a little tricky to fit in, but it is a nice touch to include the saw blade from its iconic movie appearance. The head is quite nice, as is the head on most of these one-step change figures. To transform back, it's very easy. Just bend the arms back down. That's really the only articulation you're going to get on the figure. Rotate the saw blade back in, and then once again, grab that thigh section, rotate it around. Everything will snap back into place, and that section will click, and you're back into a car. So, we'll pause right now, and we'll take a look at Wheeljack. Okay, Wheeljack looks to be, again, like Hot Rod, a modernized, stylized version of the classic G1 design. I do like that instead of the blue windshields, we get a rather hotish, pinkish type of color. And instead of like a pronounced red, we have more of a subdued maroon with the green highlights. But yeah, it looks kind of nice. I almost want to say, because of how the back is, this looks more like a hatchback type of one of those hybrid sedan hatchback type of things that like parents buy because they still want to look cool, but they still need to get all the kids' soccer equipment to practice, stuff like that. This features a transformation that I think is fairly new, or I don't remember seeing it before. Basically, what you're going to do is come in, unpeg the windshield there, and then flip the whole section up and around. Keep going. Push this gray section back. That will unhook everything, and everything will snap out. Flip the panel here on the back. The little fins there will sort of slot rest into place, and then come down to the bottom, flip the feet out. They will friction into place, and you can of course bring the arms forward, and there's Wheeljack in its robot mode. Much surprisingly, as if a little nod to the Masterpiece figure and its little hidden gimmick, there is a face instead of a faceplate. And on the packaging, it's really kind of meant to look like, and I think it's not painted here, he's supposed to have a goatee. But I do think that's interesting. For his little weapon gimmick, it's a gravity cannon. So what you do is, much like with Megatron, it's a friction missile that doesn't launch out all the way. And you just press on the back, it shoots out. Kind of stylized, got a little blast effect there, but I like the fact that, these missiles are fixed into place. You really can't lose them. So you can do it a little better. There you go. I mean, that's about it. I'm torn between which one is my favorite. I think I kind of have to give the nod to Wheeljack, just because I think there's a little bit more in terms of the transformation, with the flipping of the feet and what have you. But go ahead, bring everything back to a neutral position. Make sure the arms tab into place on the doors, and you flip the feet down, come around, grab this panel off of the back, bring it all the way up and around. This will then, of course, bring everything into place, and you'll just tab the windshield back into its position, and we're back in car mode. So we'll pause, and I'll give you my final thoughts. When it comes to reviewing one-step changers, I always feel like I'm a bit of a broken record when I come to this part of the review. I'm fully aware that there's a large number of you, both subscribed and not subscribed, who, once you see the term one step in the description of the video or the title of the video, you do not watch the video. There is some prejudgment to these figures. You just don't think that they're worthwhile or deserving to be in your collection, let alone part of the Transformers brand. Well, the fact of the matter is, these type of figures have been around in this configuration, since Age of Extinction. And Hasbro has continued to put them out in improvement to the point where now they have little weapon gimmicks. I think they're here to stay. I think they make for fun desk toys for children and adults. And there's really not much more I can say about it. Definitely worth a pickup. Don't pay the premium that a lot of online scalpers on eBay want to charge. These are not $20 figures. These are not $30 figures. Roughly retail around that between the $9 and $12 price point. And I think that's fair enough for them. I'm definitely excited that these two characters were done, as I feel that these could be great substitutes to go with that Age of Extinction Prowl from years ago. And with the Optimus Prime we reviewed a few months back as sort of like a Neo G1 style one-step line. As I said in the beginning, I got these figures from Ryan, owner of Cybertron.com. So if you are watching the video there, thank you. I do urge you to subscribe and turn on notifications, because very often I review figures that may not appear on that site, but you would have some interest in. And usually I can catch something that other reviewers don't. And also, I think it's just I do cover other genres of figures every once in a while, so that's always fun. But definitely subscribe. It helps me, it helps you to see my videos. And there's a lot out there that I've reviewed that no other reviewer has touched, so they are worthwhile. Thank you for that, and thank you for watching. For Hot Rod and Wheeljack, it's your old pal Chuck. We will see you next time.